Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Sunday edition of Carmella's Wrestling Radio Relived. This is our wrestling recap. And I'm here with my baby girl, Jeannie. How you doing, honey?
Hi, I'm good, Carm. How are
Good.
you? Hi, Johnny.
Good. And we're here with Johnny Hotbody.
Woo!
Hey, you could hear a pin drop.
Stop it.
Hello.
How are you,
ladies.
Johnny?
I'm doing well. My eyes are a little sore from all the
Wrestling.
well, there was only one organization that was doing wrestling. The other one was trying to fix a mistake that they're never going to be able to fix again.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to say, be careful. The weather's supposed to get bad, especially down where you are. So be careful.
Well, with we're on position, the nor'easter, the winds are coming off the ocean, and I'm on the corner. So we've been getting hammered from last night. It started with, I'm up in the air, I'm elevated. So the 40-mile-an-hour winds have been a constant.
Wow,
that's crazy. Well, at least the good thing about it is if you're elevated, God willing, you won't get any of the flooding. So that's good.
Sure, my car has to have oars on it though now.
Yeah, I bet. That's a shame because we got really heavy winds where I am. So that's where we are right now. But
okay,
let's get started because I got to tell you, I'm going to say this right now, and I know I'm going to get backlash from this, so I'm prepared for it. I got to tell you, I got a new love of my life, a new one. Not replacing Will Ospreay, but right next to him now, and that's Darby Allin. I love Darby Allin. Holy crap. That guy is off the hook. I'm telling you, man.
He brings wrestling to a higher level. That's for sure.
Oh, my God.
Intensity, 100%. I can only imagine the way he feels inside of him before he even gets to the ring. He's a whole ball of energy. Entertaining. WWE passed on him.
Yeah. When he first came out with Sting, he was doing all that little stuff with Sting. I thought to myself, here's a little sidekick for Sting. That'll be cute. You know, he wears the half mask and what, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Sting was helping him and promoting him. And boy, oh boy, man, he picked up on his own and he completely killed it. He killed it and he kills it every week. So let's get started. Let's go to Wednesday.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jeannie.
All right. So Wednesday, the only thing that kind of bothered me a little bit with Dynamite, it was called Title Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they were on Tuesday. So I was like, okay, all title matches. This is going to be awesome. And one, two. There were only 3 title matches. So I was like, that's a little deceiving, but that's just a nitpicky thing. Okay. So Title Tuesday. First they came, it was a promo where Adam Page and Samoa Joe meet face to face to discuss their match. And I thought that went on like a little too long. But it was still good. Yeah. I mean, I guess it did its purpose with telling the story and getting everybody hyped up for it. But I thought it kind of went on a little too long.
Right. I agree with that.
And then the very first match is Jon Moxley versus Ishii, or however you say it.
That little tiny guy?
Ishii.
With the no neck.
Yeah. With the no neck. No. Well, he's not he's smaller than, but he's brute.
He's a tank.
He's a tank.
It's Shihii.
Yeah,
excellent
whatever.
Match. Excellent match.
Now, John, I'm going to ask because I think I messed up last week with the recap. Are we doing 4-star as the highest or 5-star?
Well, if I give it a 5-star or you give it a 5-star, it has to be a match that's off the charts. It's got to be.
But I didn't know if 4-star was the top.
4-star is the top. A 5 is something special, and when you give a 10 out, that's something that's a standing ovation match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I gave that a 4-star match.
So did I.
I gave that.
That was good. Yep,
match.
It was a very good match.
Really, really, really good match.
Can you
then
see the difference, Jeannie? Can you see the difference with
oh god,
bringing
yeah.
out John Moxley every week he starts, and it is a barn burner of a
Yeah.
match, no matter who he works with. This guy is definitely the one they should have kept. Seth cannot perform to the level of Dean Ambrose or John Moxley, which is his, John Moxley.
Right.
I think he's better than anyone that they're using in their main events at the WA. This is my opinion,
Oh, and yeah, no, and I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
I think the difference for me between Seth Rollins and John Moxley, or even Roman Reigns, is they're wrestling WWE style.
Exactly.
If you call that wrestling,
right? Which is not real wrestling technically,
right?
Right.
So John Moxley is wrestling the way he wants to wrestle, and the way he wants to be, and the way it should, in my opinion, it should be the way I like it, because we're all old school, and that's the way it used to be, and that's the way it was. Where, Seth, do I find him he's kind of entertaining on the mic, okay, and does he have some moves? I guess. Can he carry a match? Maybe. Depends on who he's working with. But yeah, no, you're right. It's but they're two different styles, and it just so happens that we prefer John Moxley's style.
My point is that they give this John Moxley a start every week, and right off the top of the show, you're getting a 4-star match out of this guy. Where they have main event guys like supposedly John Cena, and you think you're going to get a 4-star match out of him if they put him on every night after night. No. He's nowhere near as entertaining. Like you said, it is a different style of wrestling. But when they're putting John Moxley on, and he sets the level of intensity, and that's
the whole night.
And it's a whole different performance that everyone has to do backstage. They got to say to themselves, "How do I do this and keep the card on that same level?
How do I keep it going or beat it even?"
Yeah. And that's what makes makes AEW so damn entertaining and sports. It is so set on a sport because you cannot tell who's going to win. When you watch a WE match, you know who's going to win. I knew everyone who was going to win, and I have it written right here because I hope we go into all of this. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, Jeannie. I just love that John Moxley is able to perform on a level that I did not even like this guy, think he had any talent when he was with the Shield. I wasn't buying into the Shield. I didn't believe in the Shield. Actually, I believe in nothing. But anyway.
Well, I was going to say the same thing. When he first came over to AEW, it was the same thing as it was with Darby, because I was like, okay, here's Dean Ambrose doing, the same crap he did there. And then a little bit at a time, he started to get better and better and better. And now he's literally unstoppable. I mean, he really is. And to go from, like Dean Ambrose to John Moxley, it's a whole different persona. He has created the John Moxley character as a unstoppable, unpredictable, and a genuine ability to jump into any situation, any match, and again, like Darby Allin, and kill it, and it's funny because then when you see a picture of him and his wife and his baby, and he's like all like, calm and playing and quiet, you think to yourself, wow, then he becomes Bill Johnson or whatever his real name is. But to see John Moxley is like crazy. He's like in a whole nother world when he's in the match.
Intense. He's really intense. Is. And he sets the bar. If you can't perform to the level of what he's doing, I think they take you off the camera for a couple weeks. and that's what
I
I've
think
been
they do
noticing.
too. Yeah.
They have so much talent in their locker room. It's
Yeah.
amazing that anyone could be told to sit down. You're not up to the level. Even Josh Alexander. What
Oh
an
my
amazing
God.
Talent.
Where do we get?
Where do
we get to him?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Josh
I'm
Alexander.
sorry. Get ahead,
Stop
Jeannie.
it,
I'm
Johnny.
sorry,
Stop
honey.
jumping the gun. That's all right.
Yeah, that was
I'm
last.
so
That was
excited.
last night.
Jeannie's input on the match. Besides, we have to have some input here with what happened Wednesday, also.
Yeah.
No, I know. I didn't. I mean, I did put some stuff down with things that happened and whatever, but I did not put that down because it was just such a good match. Jon Moxley did win the match. Oh Lord.
I want to say one thing while you're thinking. Did you notice when he left the ring, Jon Moxley did this and he nodded his head at Ishii as a respect. A Japanese respect. No, I don't know if anybody noticed it, but just before he fell down and went out of the ring, he went like this because he was acknowledging, even though it was he's a bad guy, blah blah blah, but he was acknowledging that he had a really good match with this guy who was.
This is something, Carmella, they do in New Japan. They acknowledge each other for a great match. They do. They show their respect when it's that kind of a match. Wednesday night's that opening match could have replaced every single match for the men's on the WE this weekend.
I do remember now that for that match, it was and at first I was like, not really, it's like whatever. Jon Moxley grabbed Ishii or whatever his name is, like this, and was like pulling, and I was just like, okay, that's just like dumb,
Mm-hmm.
Always like, well, now she's bleeding.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, what happened? Now, I don't know if he got hit after that. I can't remember that part, and then with that stupid girl, that's the only thing I don't like.
Shafir.
I don't get her.
Shafir, yeah, Marina Shafir.
And why is she there? I don't understand the connection because I didn't watch. So I don't know why she's there, what her purpose is, and whatever it is, she's bad at it, in my opinion.
I think she
needs to stop.
I think
she's like just her interfering and all, like I get it. She's a valet. Okay. But I don't know. I don't get like why he chose her. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe they did. I don't know either why she's there. She I thought she was just like, like the girls are getting heavily involved now. So I don't know whether that was the beginning of it or what, but we'll get into that more for tomorrow, for last night. But yeah, I agree. She's not great. She's not.
So, but it was, so there was some blood and there was, but it was a hell of a match. Oh my God. It was a hell of a match. It really, really was.
Yeah, it was.
But the only thing I didn't like was, her. He doesn't need her to interfere.
No, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I know.
I just, but that's just my own personal thing. The next match, The Demand, which is HOA and Ricochet versus the Hurt Syndicate in a street fight.
That was good. I liked that match. I did. I liked it.
I got chills. I don't know. You can't say, but I got chills.
You know what? You go like this, like The Rock does. Hit yourself. Maybe they'll pop up bigger.
It was. Oh my God!
Jeannie,
it was so good.
It's GOA. They're called the GOA.
The GOA.
Yeah, GOA. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like them. I think they're good. I like them.
Yeah. But yeah, the Hurt Syndicate is Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and MVP. And oh dear God, that was.
Did you see
amazing.
MVP kicking some ass?
Yes. It was
did.
so good, and they won the match. And I just love seeing Ricochet get his ass kicked. It was just
so do I, Jeannie, and him getting pinned. I kind of seen it coming, because when you have guys the sizes, the 4 gentlemen that were working,
Oh,
and
yeah.
or 5. I'm sorry, because MVP's a big cat too. So, you know, and not for nothing, these are all guys that were told they couldn't work from Triple Nose.
Exactly. So there you go. But they worked damn good. I was waiting. I got to tell you honestly, I get a little weird. I guess because I'm getting too old. I think Bobby Lashley looks so hot with the shirt on, wrestling with the shirt on. He looks so cool because he's got it's so tapered. Like, why would I look at this? His shirt is tapered to fit him perfectly. And every time he went,
Ospreay.
every time he hit, like the shirt would open up and then come and wrap itself back around. I just look at shit like that. I don't know why, but I do.
I think you're in love.
I don't know. I think I'm in love with somebody. I just don't know who. I think maybe just me. Maybe I don't know.
I think that was a great match, also, Jeannie, and I think it was on the same level as the opening match, even though Ricochet was in it. I also believe that was a 4-star match.
Yep, I gave it a 4-star match. I gave it a 4-star. I loved it. I
agree.
And I wanted, because I was thinking about this last night, and I was like, well, I love the tables and the chairs and the trash cans and the kendo sticks and all that kind of stuff. I love those hardcore matches. I really do. I really, really do. But what I don't
do you really, Jeannie? Do you really, really like them?
Tell us how you really feel.
A little bit, like a little bit. I guess what I don't like, because I started thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, but when it comes to like death matches, those matches I don't like. Like, and I don't really know, like, I don't mind, some barbed wire or, stuff like that. But like, I don't like it when the barbed wire is wrapped around the ropes, or where glass is shattering and light bulbs and those like halogens and like I think, and it's not because I'm squeamish about blood, I'm not. But in my brain, I'm like, oh my God, I know too many guys who have done this that now are regretting it. Their faces are so messed up from all the scar tissue and all that, and their bodies, and like, I think it's that part. Yeah. More than anything for me. But I do love
death. Yeah, the word death match.
But is that the difference between death matches and hardcore matches?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, because the word death implies that you're going to die. It's
setting people on fire in the middle of the ring, like like
exactly
Japan and Puerto
Rico. Branding irons like Terry Funk used to do.
Oh my God.
Abby with the fork and
Abby. Oh yeah, he would use the knife or the fork.
And he always had the fork in his mouth. I mean, that's crazy stuff.
And the Sheik. Let's not forget the Sheik.
Oh, the original Sheik. Oh my God, no.
Yeah,
he was a crazy man.
So,
really
and did you guys ever know that when Dusty was a bad guy, he was in a lot of bloody matches?
Yeah.
He
was.
He definitely was able to perform on the level of a hardcore. I still don't like the guy.
I don't like him either, but he was a good wrestler. He was, as far as those big matches, he was very good at what he did. Okay, what do you give that, Jeannie?
I gave that a 4-star.
4-star. A 4-star.
Yep, I agree. Yep. I agree.
It was perfection. The third match was the Jurassic Express versus Orion, and I didn't get the other guy's name, so I apologize. I don't know who that was. I was like, did they say who it was? And I just missed it. I don't know. I had taped it and I'm rewinding. I'm like,
was it Hologram? The dude that's replacing Hologram?
Yep,
I forget what his name was.
I honestly don't know. The Young Bucks were sitting in the audience. They had to buy tickets, and they weren't sitting next to each other. They couldn't get 2 seats together
because now they're the broke Bucks.
And so they had the little kids in between them and whatever.
That was funny.
Watching
as hell.
the match.
Yeah.
I know.
That was funny.
Are you buying into everything that's leveling up for Wrestle Dream next Saturday? Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
this is
Oh,
incredible
yeah.
the way they build up for a pay-per-view. Isn't it amazing the difference?
It's crazy.
They just don't give you a match for no reason. Every one of their pay-per-views are built up on a level where you want to buy a ticket.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, like I said, their Wednesday before the show gives you almost a pay-per-view to build up to the show.
Yep.
And then the Wednesday after the pay-per-view gives you another pay-per-view to backtrack everything that happened. That's what I'm saying. There's like excitement all the time. And that's what I like about them. I'll tell you, honestly, I'm going to go right out here in public and say this. I'm actually, a thought ran through my head once or twice to maybe buy this pay-per-view. I'm being honest.
I said that because just for the Darby Allin match alone, I'm like, okay, how do I get this? How do I get this?
It's crazy. You have to go, I think, to HBO Max, and then you buy it there. I think.
Yeah, and I'll
find out.
So
I'll find out this week.
yeah,
But
I've been working
it's
overtime the last few weeks. So
there you go.
I
What
can
the
do it.
hell? $30, right? We should. It's a shame because we should all have a party. We should have a party at my house, like we used to have a pay-per-view party, and have everybody come over to my house and watch it. That would be awesome.
That would.
How about that, Johnny? You want to come to my house and watch a pay-per-view next week?
Or we could all go to Johnny's.
You could come to here.
We could all go to Johnny's. That's true. We could do
because
that.
he's got no way to get to you, but we can get to him, and he gets it anyway. So
yeah.
But Jurassic Express won that one. And then the Young Bucks came out from the seats. And that match, I gave it a 3. It was good. It was a good match. I just, But what got me was what happened after the match. The Young Bucks came out and they beat up
Luchasaurus and
Perry.
Jack Perry.
Now, who is this Perry's father?
Luke Perry. He's an actor.
He used to be on 90210, Beverly Hills 90210.
Oh, okay. I know.
He was the bad boy.
Yeah. I know the name. I never watched the show.
He was like Johnny.
I never watched the show.
Okay, Johnny, you have Happy Days here, let's say, and you have 90210 here. Luke Perry was the Fonzie of 90210. He was like the hair back and the leather jacket and all that stuff. But he has since passed away.
Didn't he get in trouble with a lot of young girls?
Yes, I believe he
like
did.
Underage girls. I
think I did read that.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember
the
any
name.
of that.
Yeah.
Years ago. It was years ago. But and he dated what's her name? Shannon Doherty too. Shannon Doherty.
Yeah.
At the time.
The show.
Yeah. No, I think they dated outside of the show.
Didn't.
No, they didn't. Okay.
He likes young girls.
But he's since deceased. I don't know. We'll check that out this week and correct it next week if it's not right.
Yeah,
but,
I don't think
there was a whole there was a whole lot of scuttlebutt about. Listen to that word, scuttlebutt. There was a
That's
whole
an
lot.
old word, Johnny.
Yeah. Well, I'm showing my age here. There was a lot of things that went on with that whole crew. They were all involved in drug abuse, alcoholics, and
That I'm not getting.
Yeah,
that I'm
it's
not
like
getting.
I don't
Rob
remember
Lowe.
any.
It's like Rob Lowe. Did you hear the stories about Rob Lowe?
That was the first person who I thought when you were saying went for young girls. I'm like, that was Rob Lowe. That wasn't Luke Perry.
Luke Perry was involved also. I'm pretty sure of that. If I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. But from what my memory recollects, the dude was a perv, a creep.
Well,
he would drive around, like from what I understand, they would all hang out at the high schools. That's all. I'll leave it alone.
Okay, we'll check it out and do it next week.
But regardless of that, this kid.
I don't know. I don't know, John, because from what I remember, and I was a huge fan of that show,
right?
That they couldn't go anywhere. They would get mobbed like Elvis or like the Beatles. Like they would get mobbed. They couldn't go, and when they did make appearances, it was a fiasco. Like it was just
that's when you call up
crazy. So he couldn't just go and.
Well, that's when these actors all call up a guy like Epstein. When they can't go out, they bring the girls to them. But anyway.
Okay, let's go back to Wednesday Night Dynamite.
So the Young Bucks came out and then they beat up Jurassic Express, and it was just
that's when they asked for the match for this coming weekend.
Right.
Yeah, they wanted to fight them, so that's going to be good too.
And then the next one was
Jeannie. I gave that a 2-star, and I do agree with you totally. The ending of the match was better than the match, my opinion.
Me too.
I agree. Yeah, it was.
And the Young Bucks, and the Young Bucks, anything they're involved in, they have me buying a ticket. They're that entertaining.
I like.
They are that entertaining.
I like the Young Bucks. I do.
No, absolutely.
Now that's another one. I didn't like them in the beginning, but I do now. Now I've been watching this for 6 years now, so I kind of grew with them as it went on. But go ahead, Jeannie. What's the next match?
Next match was, I guess, the Battle of the Kyles. Kyle
oh my
O'Reilly
God, that was
versus
funny.
Kyle Fletcher,
who
was the TNT champ, and this was the first title match for Title Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay.
And I wasn't after the first 2 matches, I was just kind of like, they're not bringing it. It was a decent match. It was okay. Kyle Fletcher won. And I gave it a 3-star.
I wasn't crazy about that match either.
I gave it 1 star than me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with Carmella there. I wasn't crazy about that match either.
I thought maybe it was just me.
No, it wasn't just you.
You know, so I thought maybe because I was going to give it a 2, and I thought
it was sloppy.
It's got to be me. I'll give it a 3.
It was sloppy.
No, it wasn't you.
Sloppy. It was a little bit sloppy there. I don't know. Maybe the sloppiness was to build for a pay-per-view match. I don't know.
Well, this is what I think. I think that now I've seen both Kyles wrestle against Will Ospreay. Okay, Kyle O'Reilly is really good if the person he's wrestling is good.
Right.
Okay. Kyle Fletcher is also good if the person he's wrestling can put him over. Okay. And I noticed that Kyle Fletcher, when he wrestled Will Ospreay, it was an awesome match because Will pushed him. Yeah, carried it. Exactly. Now, Kyle O'Reilly and Will Ospreay was a terrific match because they were both able to work around their own moves. Like they were, so I think putting the both Kyles together was a mistake. That's what I think. I think individually, if they each have a good partner, which that they did not Wednesday, if they each have a good partner, they perform much better. That's my opinion. So I didn't give it. I gave it a 2 too.
What we're all agreeing on here is that they're mid-level card guys. They're not main event card guys. That's about it. Kyle Fletcher, to me, I find him very entertaining, but he's not. His level isn't there. But everything else about him makes you want to see him get beat up. You know,
he's a good bad guy.
Socks,
he's a good bad guy.
Socks, you want to get him
without socks. Oh my God, that was so funny. That was so funny that night.
Kyle O'Reilly, he's great when he's with Paragon.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's who you're with sometimes. So I mean, it's not making an excuse for the match. Don't get me wrong. The match was not a par, but individually, I've seen them both individually wrestle a good wrestler, and they do perform differently. They do.
And it was kind of funny before the match. They did a promo backstage with
that was funny.
What's their fraction's name?
Oh God,
Paragon.
Yeah, Paragon. Oh my God, thank you, Johnny.
And the one guy is like, "Wait a minute, there's another Kyle in the company. There's another who? No, wait,
yeah."
What?
And then everybody was yelling, Kyle, and then they had signs up, "I want Kyle to win." That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
that was all good stuff.
I thought that was kind of cool. And then the next match has your girl Mercedes Moné, who is the TBS champ, versus Lacey Lane.
Now you know who Lacey Lane is,
No.
Johnny.
No.
She just left WWE. She was one of the two girls, Cadence Carter. Her and another girl looked just like her. Were tag team in the WWE. Well, I don't know if it was Cadence Carter or Cadence was one name, Carter was the other. But she just left WWE. If you notice, when she came into the ring, Mercedes went before they wrestled. That was she just left WWE, and she was good. And they didn't let her work at all. But she did good against Mercedes.
Well, this is what you like you just said. They didn't let her work at all. Like Triple H is funny, man. He's a funny guy, only to himself. You have a whole bunch of talent, and you refuse to use them. Which, you know, the only thing I'll give Triple H any credit for this whole week, and it was for Maxine Dupree winning over Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Finally. This kid's been sitting here for 2.5 years.
Yeah. She's been sitting there twiddling her thumbs.
Yeah. And now they're going to use her. And it's a shame because I think they'll get rid of her now.
Exactly. That's what I think is going to happen too eventually.
It's a shame. But anyway, that match with Sasha Banks, I'm not going Money, whatever her name is. I thought it was a good match. I think it was better than the Kyle match, and I gave it three stars.
Yeah, I gave it a 3. Yeah.
I got to be honest with you, though. I know, and I know I'm probably going to get backlash from this too. I am not a Monet fan. I'm just not. I wasn't a fan when she was Sasha Banks. I'm not a fan right now, and I think maybe it could be because she does too much pomp and circumstance. They're using her too much for her glitz and her glamour as opposed to her wrestling ability.
How is that different from Toni Storm?
Exactly.
Toni Storm has incredible wrestling ability. She really does.
So does Sasha.
Monet. Listen, I'm not a fan
either that or they're not putting her in good matches then, because she doesn't really wrestle that much.
I just watched her wrestle the Asian girl couple matches back. I think it may have been the pay-per-view. I can't remember the girl's name right now. I think
Mino, something like that. I think it's Mino, something like that.
Well, whoever the girl was that I seen her perform with on the pay-per-view that just passed, I can't remember. I'm sorry, but it'll come to me like everything else does. It turned my opinion of Monet to liking her, because I didn't know that she was even able to work the way she did.
That's my point.
And Carmella, seriously, I thought she was just able to do her WWE shit, but she like, I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
You've seen her.
Sasha Banks working.
Right, but you've seen her in a pay-per-view. I haven't yet. So that's what I'm trying to say. What they're doing with her on Dynamite and Collision, never on Collision, but on Dynamite, like I said, she did good this Wednesday night because I think she was happy to wrestle Lisa Lane. I think it made her feel like somebody was coming there from, her friend post or whatever from WWE.
Right. Well,
but she, I just was never a big fan of hers. And everybody likes who they like.
Yes.
But she, in a pay-per-view, she probably does a whole lot better. And I may be able to see her soon in a pay-per-view. I've never seen her in an AEW pay-per-view. Never.
Okay. All right. Well, my thing is that I'm just shocked that she's able to work on a level different than what she was.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm saying on that match, I gave it 3. I thought it was a 3-star match. Not that it was a great match, but it was definitely better than the match preceding it.
Right.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Preceding. Yep.
And she kept her title.
Yep.
The next match, Johnny, I'm going to make you laugh. I wrote it down. Take a shitta.
Take a shitta.
And Okada.
You're blushing.
Brodito, who were the tag champs. This match, I great match, but the rules and the stipulations, I could not follow it whatsoever. If Take a Shit at won, then they get something. But if Brodito wins, then they get no matter
think it was
who
whoever
won,
gets a shot at the belt or at the title match.
Again, gets a shot
Yeah.
at the belt, the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But if I don't know, but it wasn't for the tag team titles. But if
Right.
whoever won then got the shot at the titles for the pay-per-view.
Yeah. I think they should have called that particular show Some Title Tuesday.
Yeah. But Take a Shit at won. And I blame Johnny. Okay.
Johnny, it's your fault.
Okay.
I'm watching the thing, and as they're coming, I have to write down who's coming out, and I couldn't how does that spelled? And I'm like, and first thing I thought of was Johnny.
Yep,
okay, Take a Shitta.
I got
the other guy, Okada. Okay.
It took me a long time to learn how to say Takeshita. I'm not. You remember, Gene?
I know.
When he first came out, I'm like, Takeshita is how you say it. But in Asian names, sometimes you don't pronounce all the letters or you hop over. Yeah,
I know. I don't care.
Yeah,
he's taking shit up for me.
Takeshita. That was funny, Johnny. You're too much.
That match got 4-star.
Yes.
That was a good match.
That was an amazing match. That was really good. And considering Okada and Takeshita don't get along, there was some heat going on there and stuff, and which I loved.
Yeah.
And
you can see that at the end. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And it was good. It was good. So, but so now Cal's family is going to be going after the tag team titles this upcoming Saturday.
Right.
Since they won. But 4-star match for me.
Yep.
I agree.
Also, I want to just throw in here in case anybody didn't hear it. This Wednesday, it's going to be 2 hours of Dynamite, 1 hour of Collision because Saturday is their pay-per-view. So I just wanted to throw that out there so everybody knows that it's going to be a 3-hour Wednesday.
And that's going to be a great show.
It is.
Because they don't relax just because this weekend is the pay-per-view.
No, they don't.
Like Friday night SmackDown was the lowest rating there ever was on TV. Only 1 million people watched it, and I
wasn't one of them.
And I know for a fact about those ratings. This is my rating bar.
You have a rating bar?
This is a rating bar. It's attached to my TV, and whatever I'm watching something, I hit the numbers in here, and it gives the ratings. I represent.
Get out. Are you serious?
I represent 20,000 viewers, whatever I'm watching.
What'd she say?
Nobody's watching. She said it's confidential.
It's confidential. Oh, what do you mean nobody's watching?
Anyway.
Thanks a lot, Johnny.
Right now, you can cut that out.
Get out. You're done. You're done. Oh, my God. I'm out of here now. That's it. I'm done.
Okay.
Nobody's watching.
Yeah.
You're going to have to do a lot to make that up to me now.
I'll explain it later.
You're so lucky that I'm such a good sport. You know that, man?
It's a joke, Carmella.
I know it is. That's why I said you're lucky that I'm a good sport, or I'd be driving down there this afternoon to kick your ass.
Listen, I rib everyone, man. I'm what's known as the grader. I walk in the room and everybody runs away. They know I'm going to say something.
But not about our podcast.
No, I'm sorry.
You're on.
I'm joking, Carmella.
I know you're
They're
joking.
not here for me, believe it. They're here for you too.
I know, because a lot of people ask about you. So no, I don't think
they want to know if I'm okay.
Myself, but it wouldn't be the same without you. It really wouldn't.
No.
Right, Jeannie?
Well, thank you
absolutely,
so much.
Absolutely.
No,
Absolutely.
it definitely wouldn't be the same. All right, go ahead. Next match.
The final match, Orange Cassidy versus the Bastard, Pac.
Pac, okay. I am not a fan of Orange Cassidy. I said that before.
Me neither.
And
I noticed more and more, Carm, what you were saying about him putting his hands down his pants. Why?
Because he's
playing pocketball.
Stop it. His whole thing is he's a chill guy who gets the job done. He's like, well, I could put my hands in my pocket and I can still kick your butt anyway. That's what it's all about. And I don't like it. I really don't. I'm being honest.
Yeah,
I don't
not
like
my
it.
cup of tea.
No,
it's not going to last long.
No, and just because it's AEW doesn't mean that I'm going to jump on everything and say, oh yeah. No, there are things I don't like. And that was one of them. I'm not an Orange Cassidy fan.
Neither am
I.
We're
all
three. Well, we have three people in a room together, and they all agree on something.
That's something.
That's
100%.
That accounts for 100% of the people.
Yeah.
That's the way ratings work.
That's the way it
One
goes.
person counts for 100% if he believes that.
Yeah. So we're like a third here. So
well, we represent a lot of people here, and nobody likes Orange Cassidy. They need to get rid of him. This kid should be with CM Punk, sweeping floors, folding chairs, and loading up the ring for the next place.
There you go. Yeah. I agree with that. Okay, now this is what I want to say. This is Dynamite's over now. Last night,
no, wait a minute.
Okay.
So Orange Cassidy did win.
Okay.
There was a tiny sliver of seeing Darby Allin because he chained Orange Cassidy.
That's right.
No, Pac.
Or
Pac. Yeah.
Oh yeah, chain Pac.
Neville.
Neville. Yeah.
I think I wanted him to chain Orange Cassidy.
But anyway, yeah.
So that's what was in my head.
Okay.
That's why I said that. But somehow he got out of it anyway. And then, Orange Cassidy did win, but it was good to see Darby, even though it was only, you only saw like the top of his head a little bit.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Orange Cassidy did win. I gave it a 3-star only because Darby showed up. But the actual match, Neville, I was never a fan of, ever.
I do like him better with the shorter hair.
He's
that
okay.
Long hair had to go. Yeah.
Wrestling wise or whatever, but I just there's just something about him that creeps me out. I don't like him.
He looks like a gnome.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah. There's just something about him that creeps me out.
Other than that, Jeannie, I think Neville's one hell of a talent.
He's a good wrestler.
Good. He's great.
He's a very good wrestler.
Great. He is able to make anyone look good, that kid. And when he was in WE, I think his Falcon Arrow was, when you twist out and
Yep.
But I didn't like the match at all.
No, I didn't either.
And I'm a fan of Pac, so it's the Orange Cassidy thing that kills it for me. He reminds me of like Jimmy Uso. You might as well just go to the bathroom, shower, shave, do something other than watch what's on the match at that time.
It's funny, and it's funny you should say that because I do the same thing when a match comes on. I always wait for the beginning of the show. And if a match or an interview or something comes on that I don't like or that I'm not, that's when I run and do something, go make coffee or, go get my stuff ready for the next day for work or whatever. But you're right. And then the important ones are the ones you just like sit there for. So going back to what I was going to say, last night, I got to tell you, to me personally, Collision last night was so good. I thought it was an incredible show. And as we talk about it, I'm going to, because I have that written down myself here. When we talk about it, we'll go into different things like that. But man, that was definitely not a SmackDown versus Raw. That was definitely almost like a pay-per-view. Okay, so.
I agree with you totally. It was good. Totally. I wish they would just put AEW on Saturday and Sundays at the 605 spot, like the old days where NWA had its spot, because I believe they would have more viewers, a whole hell of a lot more viewers.
Wednesday night is just,
it's hard.
It's hard. It's hard for people who go to work. You know, it's hard, especially you get up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It's hard, you know. But anyway, last night, go ahead. You go, Johnny. You got the matches written down? You want me to say them?
I have everything written down, and I'm going to start off with this one. Okay. Bronson Reed against OTC. The pay-per-view. I'm just going to run to the pay-per-view real quick for you.
Okay. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
They had Bronson Reed against OTC. The Cousins come out. Of course, they interfere. The super kicks are everywhere. There's spears. There's tsunamis. And here you go. The biggest lie that WWE ever told was that they were wrestling. No, that Bronson Reed was the only one ever to pin Roman Reigns. I think there was a guy named Braun. What was his name? Braun Break? No. What was that dude's name? The big
Braun
giant
Strowman.
dude. Braun Strowman.
Strowman. Yeah.
I think Braun Strowman beat the living hell out of Roman Reigns, put him in a stretcher, put him in a hospital, broke his ribs.
How would they say?
And they say that this is Bronson Reed is the only one that's ever did this to Roman Reigns. But this is the intelligence level they think the fans have, and this is the insult that they call a pay-per-view.
Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns.
This is a one star match. All across the board. This is a 1-star match, and this is a pay-per-view. Okay.
The only thing now, I saw your recap with Bay last night because I didn't watch it. But I watched your recap of it. Was that the match where they were saying the fans were kind of like, or not the fans, but there was something in the match where, was that the one where after the match Roman Reigns said to the Usos, like, I love you, but I hope I don't want to see you till Christmas or something like that.
Yeah. It's
and
so...
then
Go ahead, Jeannie.
Oh yeah, no, I was just I thought that there was some at least funny things coming from the crowd or something.
There was during the course of the night.
But I thought specifically I thought it was that match. But no, I don't know because I know.
Then you had Stephanie Valkyrie against Tiffany Stratton.
Stephanie won that one.
No, Stephanie won. She got the title for.
You can see that coming. You can see that coming.
Absolutely. That was, but that to me, Tiffany, you knew she was going to lose. It was on her face when she came out. She had that face. But anyway, she loses. Stephanie's your title winner. Then you had the most worthless match. I'm telling you, I did not watch this match because I knew what was going to happen. What I did see of it just made me throw up in my mouth. Cena, AJ Styles, 1 star. Rhea, Ito against the Kabuki Warriors. That was a 4-star match. Seth Cody, a 1-star match. That was a pay-per-view. Okay, and now we're going to do this. We're going to go from that pay-per-view.
Wait, stop. Before you go any further, Johnny. If I'm not mistaken, because I didn't see it, I read that there was MJF and Edge screaming from the audience.
There was all that. But like I told everyone last week while we were here, Edge is contracted to the AEW. Last I checked, he took time off to do some movie, 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Right.
But he's coming back. He's not going nowhere. These people are oh my God, you can sell them a box of rocks.
You know what? Vince was wrong, man. They tried, not Vince, Triple H. They couldn't get MJF to switch, and I have to give him props for that.
Yeah.
MJF stayed where he belonged.
And I love it. Love it. But we had last night Josh Alexander against.
All right, wait a minute. Let me go to my page. Hold on. Yes, Kota Ibushi and Jason Alexander.
Yes, Ibushi got hurt. He
but that was a real hurt.
Yeah,
Did you see them fall?
Yes, he's really out. He's
Yeah,
out.
Jeannie, did you see that fall? That was a complete mistake.
Something happened with his leg. He's done.
They were on the top. What's his name?
Rope.
Jason Alexander had Ibushi on the top rope, and what happened was Ibushi slipped, and he went back and fell. So did Jason Alexander. Ibushi really hurt his leg. He fell. It was a real accident, and he actually got counted out. He didn't even try. They came out right away and got him. Okay.
And then Kenny Omega came out for him hurting his friend. Kenny Omega came out, and man, he leveled. Let me tell you something. That right there was a 5-star match, even though Ibushi fell out. Just the way they covered it and were able to keep your interest into the thing with Kenny Omega. Amazing that they were on the fly. He probably jumped out of gorilla position to save what was going on because
they didn't expect that. Yeah.
Well, not that they didn't expect it. I believe that the whole thing was for Kenny Omega to come out and do the angle. And they still worked the angle.
Anyway. Yeah, I think he would have done that anyway, but there was real injury there.
Yes.
But Jason, I got to tell you, Jason Alexander, I'm telling you, I'm really liking this guy too.
Josh.
No, I thought it was Jason. Josh, I'm sorry. I really like this guy. I really like this guy. He is a good, excellent wrestler. He really is. And I'm starting to really go for this guy a lot.
It's amazing that Tony Khan's able to give these guys the platform, because when you look at the guy seriously, I'm talking about Josh Alexander. There's no way that Triple H would ever have given this kid a chance. He would have been a mid-card guy at best.
The whole time, the whole career. Yeah.
He would have never got his ass on a pay-per-view, which is what they all work for. They all want to be part of that pay-per-view.
Exactly.
Every one of them. That's the most important thing, being seen. And being seen on a pay-per-view means a hell of a lot.
Exactly.
If you're a professional wrestler.
Yep.
But the next match was Kyle Fletcher against no, it was a promo. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They had the Kyle Fletcher, Mark Briscoe promo.
Yeah.
Which I'm totally buying into with Mark Briscoe.
He's good. He really is
really good.
Especially on the mic too. He's good.
And then from there they went into the Samoa Joe Hangman again, which this is the first time I'm ever going to say this. I hope Samoa Joe wins.
He probably will, I think. He hasn't been Jeannie for a while.
Jeannie is a fan of his. I know that. Jeannie, I never seen him really in the independents. And when he was in the WE, I don't think they ever really used him. You didn't see much of him that I can remember of.
Right.
And what I'm seeing now is a dude that's able to work, man, and do interviews. Definitely the title on him, even though he's had it before.
Yeah,
I think it would fit better on him than this Hangman kid. I see Hangman as a kid that's slated for the WE. He's got no charisma whatsoever.
I get that.
He's an empty slate. They can make him whatever they want. And not for nothing, that name, the Hangman, I don't think in this time and day and age that the word hangman goes around a little good. It's really, it should be one of those words that's, what do they call? Delete it. delete.
Yeah. Delete.
That was the first three things that they opened up with. And then they go into a match with Brian Keith against, it's Brian Keith and Big Bill against Bowen and Caster. And this is a good match. This isn't a great match. This is a good match, I thought. You can chime in, whatever you want to think about this match.
I think that Big Bill, and I'll say this every time, has come so far since he was in the WWE, since he was Big Cass. He has come so far, but understand something. not only has he come far as a wrestler, he's come far as a person too. He has changed his entire life. He is proud of what he's doing now. You can see that in his performance. You can see that in his demeanor. His wife is there as a in the back, interviewer. So is MJF's wife back there too. So I think that that's good for him. But to be given the opportunity to actually be a wrestler and not somebody's sidekick, I think was very good for him. I think he's good. I really do. I like Big Bill. I like him a lot. And like I said, I got to give him props. He's come a long way.
What did you give the match?
I gave it a 3.
Jeannie?
I gave it a 2.5.
Okay. You're right in the middle.
You?
I thought it was a 2-star match. I agree everything what you said about Bill.
Yeah.
He's grown as a person as well as a wrestler. And I'm glad he got rid of Enzo Amore.
Yeah.
Because I think the downfall to him was having him being a sidekick to an ass clown like Enzo Amore.
Well, they used him as the gigantic, the colossal, the goof. Yeah, exactly. And
he was a
Enzo,
goof.
yeah, and Enzo did all that running around, shaking his head like a rooster and all that baloney. But but to see Bill now is unbelievable. It's remarkable.
I don't know where Enzo is.
He's doing independent stuff. Yeah, he's doing a lot of independence. I see him
a lot of
Instagram.
cons.
Yeah, Instagram all the time. I see him. He's
Isn't
still doing
funny?
That.
God, I'm scared.
He's
Instagram.
still shuffling his feet back and forth. He's still saying, I'm the biggest guy in the room or whatever.
The one thing I have to say about Enzo is, and Carmelo, you met him at a con. I met him at a con. He is amazing with the fans. He really is.
He is.
He
yes,
really
definitely.
is. I know when
Definitely.
I saw him, I think I was like 3rd in line. And it was taken forever because usually you go up, hi, how you doing? And pleasantries, the guys will do. And then, okay, take a picture, and you're on your way. 5 minutes maybe, if that. Enzo will take 10, 15 minutes with each fan just to shoot the shit.
Right.
How long have you been a wrestling fan? Are you from around here? Really? What made you get into wrestling? Like he's interviewing the fans. It was so refreshing. You know what I mean? And he didn't care about, the line getting long or, whatever. He was going to his individual, which I respect because most guys don't do that.
Well, it's really funny. Don't. When I met Cass and Enzo and Cass, I met them at the WWE signing, which was 5 minutes in and out, man. They rushed you in. I mean, in and out. He didn't have a chance. But when I went in there, we started talking, blah, blah, blah. And
you invited him to dinner.
I invited him to dinner. I'm like, what are you doing? Where do you live? Like, why don't you come to my house for dinner? Why don't And we started talking. And then I had this perfume on. And Cass, when he bent down to give me a hug, he goes, oh, my God. He goes, you smell really good. He goes, what is that? And I'm like, oh, it's, blah, blah, blah. I said, that was when he was going out with Carmella. I said, buy it for Carmella. She'll love it. We were talking. And finally, the WWE guy's like, what are you doing? He said, you got to go. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Let me give you my phone number. So I'm starting to write down my phone number. And he shut me down right away. He goes, no phone numbers. And Enzo's like, wait till the end. He said, I'll take it at the end, and I couldn't wait. There was like 300 people in line. There's just no way I could wait that long. But yeah, I got actually almost physically moved out of the booth. That's how long I was trying to talk to Enzo and Cass. But it was a great shot. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. It wasn't because of them. It was because of WWE people that were there. I was waiting for somebody to pull my hair and just drag me out. But otherwise, it was great. The
old hook.
Yeah. This one around the neck,
All right.
Okay. What's
we're
next?
Going to move on to the next one. Something that blew my mind. Ty J against Carolina Cruz and Dream Girl Ellie.
Yeah, I didn't like that match at all.
I felt bad for Dream Girl Ellie and Carolina Cruz. Those two they remind me of two South Philly chicks. they're ignoramuses, man. You wanted to just slap them both in their faces, like like Mo, boom. And I'm not like one that hits women, so But anyway, I'm not into the character, this tag team whatsoever. It needs to be the one I seen her get beat up last week. She did a job. She, I think it was for Jamie Hayter, cracked her across her face. The one, I know it was the one of them. She hit her across the nose so bad her nose started bleeding because she acted the way that
to me personally,
I don't get them.
To me personally, I think that was a throw-in match. I think they needed another match and they just threw that in. I didn't even regard that match.
And I think they're trying to build up to this women's tag team championship belts tournament, so
they are.
Maybe that was that.
Well,
I only gave that a 1 star.
Yeah, what's that?
I agree. The tag team titles are going to go probably on the trio with that girl that does the spider.
Yeah, the triangle.
Yeah, I can't stand
triangle.
her. Yeah, I cannot stand that.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there.
But
go
anyway,
to the next match. Yep, go ahead.
The next match. Well, I thought that was a 1-star match. Jeannie
me
gave
too.
it 1 star. You like
me too.
They're not even worth the match. That was definitely a throw-in. Next, you had Paragon with Orange Cassidy. Oh, this was the promo. Orange Cassidy, Willow, and I don't get it. No, I'm not buying into the whole thing. Paragon, Orange Cassidy, Willow could work, by the way, which she did work last night. But I wasn't into that. The next one was the Darby Allin, John Moxley promo. Then we had Maria Shafir promo with Yuta and Garcia and all that. And then we get to a match, I believe, Tony Storm, Statlander, Harley Cameron versus Sky Blue, Julia Hart, and the Spider. Tekla. Listen, go ahead. You girls go.
When Tony Storm jumped in, she came right in the ring and went right for the girl, just started beating the hell out of her, okay? I personally, I'm going to say this again, I love Tony Storm, but I think they're missing a little bit of Chris Statlander. Chris Statlander's good. I think she's really good, and I think they need to focus on her a little bit more. Harley Cameron is also good, but they're portraying her right now as this insane woman, which is fine if it works, okay? But I do think that they should, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I do think that they should focus more on Chris Statlander because I think she has a lot more to give. I think she does. I just like her. And I love Tony Storm, but I'm going to say that. I also like Julia Hart. I liked her in the beginning a whole lot. Tekla, I do not see her. I mean, all right, so she's double jointed or whatever you want to call it. That's fine. Sky Blue, I think, was also better when she first started. For some reason, they're muting her. They're shutting her down a little bit, and I don't know why. But I think that the match was a good match. I liked it. I gave the match a 4-star predominantly because of Statlander. And I think that her and Tony Storm obviously are going to be going at it, but I think that it's a respect thing. I think she deserved the title. I think she should be respected for it. I think she should be allowed to be champion. That's how I feel. I
think when Tony Storm wrestles her, I think she's going to lose to Tony Storm. Tony Storm's getting the title back. I think that they might want to put her with the tag team in the tag team division and give her the title with the tag team title. Yeah. Who they'll stick her with? I think Queen Anana would be a good fit.
Amanada, yeah.
Amanada.
She's good. Amanada is very good. You saw that at the end.
Yes, I did. I loved it.
And Jamie Hayter. I like Jamie Hayter too. She's real good.
I think Jamie Hayter's better than Statlander from what I've seen. Only from what I'm watching.
Right. I know. But I've seen Hayter hasn't been around as long. And I guess I've seen Statlander coming up from the bottom. So I have a little bit of, what do I want to say? Favoritism towards her that way. Yeah. Jeannie, what'd you think?
I gave it a 3-star match. I thought it was a decent match. It was a decent match. I'm just not a fan of the Triangle of Madness. So,
Yeah, I'm not either.
You know, I mean, can they work? Yeah, sure. You know, but if I'm not feeling you, I'm not feeling you. So,
and I don't think that they're considered madness. I think Harley Cameron is crazy.
Well, that's their name, Triangle
I know.
of Madness.
No, it's true. I know, but I'm saying I don't think that they're madness. You know, I don't agree with the name. I know. I
like the premise of the name.
Yeah.
I like the theory and the you know, I just don't know if they're
but they're not acting. Out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not acting mad crazy.
They're not cohesive yet. That's
the only way
they all just got together.
Yeah, the only thing that makes them mad is the girl turns into a spider. Okay.
Yeah, she's the only one that has any kind of craziness to her gimmick. That's
you know, so that's you know, and I don't like it. And spiders are evil and should die, and they come from hell. So
my god,
just no.
Okay.
No. Same with clowns. Same with clowns. Never liked Doink. No. I was at a con and he was there. No. I left.
Oh my god, you're funny.
Nope, not happening.
Okay.
I thought the match.
Ronald McDonald is creepy. Just saying.
Yeah.
No.
I gave the match 3 stars. Also, I liked seeing the Harley Cameron work. It was actually maybe the first or second time I actually seen her in the ring working as opposed to doing her promos. Yeah. I thought the whole tag, her and Statlander and Tony Storm made a good throw together tag team. It was an entertaining match and 3 stars. That's what I gave it. And right after that, did you catch Ace Austin?
Yeah.
Who?
Ace Austin?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Nothing there. I'm not buying into that. Did you see the Kenny Omega promo also? And then we had Eminem casting call against LFI, Rush, Guevara, and
Toro Palenko.
Was that his name? Toro
Palenko.
Okay, all right. I thought it was.
He has 2 names.
Yeah, they're the Ring of Honor champions, and he's Mortis when he wrestles. His other name, I think, maybe is that.
Well, no,
wait a minute. That's someone else. I'm sorry.
No. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, well, the Eminem casting call, great match. I thought.
I love that guy with the pigtails. Yeah, the guy with the pigtails, the black dude. I love him. Love him. Yes. He's such a good wrestler.
I think that whole casting call is a great gimmick.
Yes,
it has the gimmick tree. It has the ability to work the mics like all of them though. The whole group, even the girl. Although all of them, they're great. John Morrison is in the group, and I can't remember the other guy's name that wrestled last night. The other dude that's the other M on his last name. But the whole thing,
Mansoor,
they are incredible. The match definitely was a 3-star, 4-star match.
Very good. Yep, very good.
Entertaining the whole way. Rush, amazing. I finally get to see Guevara work. Guevara, they call him what do they call him? The Prince or something. Everybody, I forget, but they were Ricky Ricardo and this and that. And I'm like, wait a minute. Ricky Ricardo, didn't he support Castro? I mean, he did. That's why wasn't that something. But anyway, Guevara working. Incredible. He's like
Isn't
butter.
Good?
He's smooth as butter in that ring. I like the way he worked, absolutely. And very, very entertaining match from the start to the finish.
Right.
That was a Sophie's Choice match for me because I could not, because I love Sammy, I love John Morrison, and fell in love with all the others. And so I'm like, oh my god. And
I love Taya Valkyrie's hair. That's his wife. I love her hair, the yellow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. I love
I
that
don't
color.
care.
And she works.
I don't care.
And she's able to work.
She's a good worker.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, she's good. I just don't care about her hair.
Yeah, I do. I love it.
But I
I'm
think
a hairdresser. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, no, I gave that a 3.5 star. I almost gave it, I was wanting to give it a 4, and I thought, I think I'm just too biased, you know, so I gave it 3.5. So
I gave that match probably a 3.5 to a 4. I think it was really good. It was very entertaining. It was very good. Yeah. Now the last match I liked a lot. That I liked a lot. Go ahead, Johnny.
Well, right after
well,
that,
it wasn't the last match.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, never mind.
There's 2 more matches.
Yes.
Oh,
we have Kingston against Mortis. That's where
Mortis.
it was.
Now, believe it or not, he is Sasha Banks' boyfriend.
Who?
Mortis.
Wow.
Sasha Banks is Mercedes Moné is dating Mortis.
All right. Okay. Wow. Wow, man. That's pretty that's mind-boggling.
Wow, man.
Yeah, I don't want to
I
say
just wanted
too
to throw
much,
that in there. You know, I just wanted to throw that in there.
Lucky him. I'm not a fan of the Kingston dude, Eddie Kingston.
I'm not a fan of Kingston either.
I did not enjoy the match at all, even though the match was good. It was a 2-star match. I would give it more if I liked Eddie Kingston, but I mean, he's going to win with that spinning back elbow, back.
I don't know what it is about him that he's still around. To be honest with you, I don't know. I'm not a fan of his at all. I never was.
Well, according to Frank Chili, he was amazing back in the day. It's just unfortunate that.
What day was that? When he says he was amazing back in
like
the
10
day,
years, like 10 years ago.
Was it a Monday, a Tuesday? That's what I'm saying.
You are too much.
Well,
he's older now and worn torn and things like that. So, he can't do what.
Everybody in this room is over 50 also. So there we go.
Oh, yeah. And I couldn't do it.
No,
I know.
I can't even do what I'm supposed to do, let alone that.
Exactly.
No,
Ditto.
no.
I'm right there with you, babe.
No.
After that, this is where we get FTR.
Yeah,
against Speedball and Willow. With, Megan Bain was with FTR with Penelope.
Ford,
Yeah, Penelope. Is that her name? Penelope Ford? All right.
Ford,
I thought her name was just Penelope. I was confused. I thought the girl coming out with the big headdress was Penelope, and then I find out that's Megan Bain.
Then they call her Megasis instead of Pegasus because her name is Megan. I like that. I love Megan Bain. I'm going to tell you that right now. I love her. Okay. She is amazing. She's super big. She's wonderful. I love Willow Nightingale. Love her. Okay. She is so energetic and she's so go-getter, but she's like that all the time from what I gather, from what I understand. She's always happy. She's always, Well,
she's like that when the camera's on. She's not like that in real life.
No, but I'm saying she seems to always have like this energy about her. Like even people that have met her on the street have said that, have talked to her privately.
She's in character on the street.
Huh?
Nothing.
No, go ahead. What did you say?
Because she's in character. When fans come up to her on the street and she knows that they're fans,
but not everybody's like that.
She's going
to look at CM Punk. CM Punk has pushed people away when he's seen them on the street.
I'm just saying.
No, but I'm saying that's fine if she does that, but not everybody is in character when fans are around.
But we're talking about her, so she's probably in character.
I just think she's wonderful, and I want to meet her, and I want to see how she talks to me.
She'll talk to you like a person.
And I'll say to her, "Is this just character? Are you just in character? Is this how you really are?" And see what she says. That's what I want to do.
I find her very entertaining, energetic. Personality is bubbling. Yeah, she's definitely. When you look at her, you wouldn't know that she's able to do what she does in that ring. That's for sure. I was amazed. It was the first time I seen her work, and with Megan Bane also, the first
Yep.
time seeing her work. Both these girls have incredible talent, could definitely have a match one-on-one, that's for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
And people would have interest in it because,
Yeah.
like you just said, Willow she has the it factor, whether she's a
Oh,
heel
God.
or a baby face. I think she would come
She's
across
good.
as good as she does as what she is now.
And I
But
like the fact that the women get involved in the matches.
I
I
like
love
that the
that.
women are wrestling the men as opposed to the women can't
I know. I
wrestle
love
the men. It's amazing that because the WE they would say we don't do that because if you do that, that's whatever, man. They got their heads so far up their ass they don't know which way's up or down for real.
But I think that the guys don't like beat the hell out of the women, which I don't like. But I'm saying I think that it's good that
they're wrestling them.
they've had interaction. They've
Yeah,
had wrestling with the women in the ring. Yeah.
They were able
like
to do drop. The women are drop kicking him, arm dragging him, hip tossing him,
Yeah.
running him to the ropes, clotheslining him
Exactly.
over. They're doing spots to the guys that the guys would have to do if it was a male opponent,
Right.
which
And the
makes
guys
it very
are doing that to
entertaining.
the girls too. Like,
Yes.
giving
They're
her an
not
arm
beating
drag.
them with fists, or
Right,
anything
exactly.
like
Giving
that,
her an
but
arm
yeah.
drag and pushing her into the ropes or whatever is nothing, compared to what they used to do.
But Dax Hardwood will give him an elbow. He gave Willow an elbow. He's those two guys are incredible. They're intense. No matter whether you like them or don't like them.
Yeah.
To me, they remind you of Jim Cornette's Midnight Express.
Yes.
That's who they totally remind me of.
Yep.
The style, the aggression, the tagging in and out, the false tags, everything that the WWE doesn't do in professional wrestling, which, you do whatever you want. But as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to tag team wrestling, FTR, the Young Bucks, Speedball, this team, I'm not
Johnny. It's Jet Speed. Speedball is a drug.
Well, I don't know what the hell they are. Jet Speed, Speedball.
Jet Speed.
Okay,
Who's just Jet Speed? There's
all right,
the
dude with the bare feet, the one that doesn't wear the boots. What's his name? Is he Jet?
I don't know who's who. I'm not sure.
I know his name, but I just forgot it right now.
All right. Well,
right out of my head.
This tag team is incredible. Speedball, Crankball, 8-ball, whatever you want to call them. I don't know. I actually thought their name was Speedball. What is it?
No.
It's Jetball.
Jet Speed. Jet Speed.
Oh, okay.
One guy's last name is Jet. The other guy's last name is Speed.
Right.
So
It's Jet Speed.
Oh, all right. Well, I think they're a great tag team.
If you want to call them Speedball, go right ahead.
I'm going to call
letting
them
you know.
Speedball. I did not know. I swear I had no clue. I just thought that was their name. I really, really did. But Carmela's choking over here. Carmela, I hope I don't get you in trouble.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
Oh man. But listen, that tag team is I thought it was
I can't
a
with you, Johnny. I can't.
I thought it was a 4-star match.
Me too. I did too. I thought it was great. The only thing I'm going to say about Willow, I love her as a wrestler. I thought she was amazing in it, going up against the guys. She held her own. She was absolutely wonderful. But the rah-rah thing gets on my freaking nerves. Well, it's too much. I don't mind a little bit,
Jeannie.
But it's too much. Well, yeah, her character of it is too much. Stop.
Carmela, you're still cracking up.
Oh, I can't. Holy crap.
Here's the thing now.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I that was unprofessional. I'm sorry.
No, it was very
like
it's
we're
me,
all professional.
Carmela. I'm the one that's not professional.
Oh
here.
my God.
The things that come out of my mouth, I don't even know.
And he's the one with the press pass. So he's really
he's got two of them too. But the way it struck me so funny was he's just talking real nice and calm, like really into the match and Speedball. And then Jeannie says, Johnny, it's Jet Speed. Speedball's a drug, and I just lost it. And Johnny's like, what? I couldn't. It's just the way it hit me. It just hit me so hard. I am so. Oh my
Carmel,
God!
did you know the name of the tag
I'm
team?
crying. Yes, that
So
I did
the
know.
whole time you're making me say that I'm saying Speedball, and you're not even. You don't even.
Honestly, I didn't even notice you were saying Speedball until she said something. Until Jeannie said something.
I wrote it down. I mean, that's the only reason why.
I was just listening to the match. And then,
wait a minute. No, Jet Speed. Speedball's like, okay.
I'll tell you
And
what.
then he just kept going with it, and I'm like, do I say something or not?
How about we do Meatball?
There you go.
Meatball. Call him Meatball.
Whatever
oh my God,
you want
Johnny.
to call them.
You are too much.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
I've got tears all over the place. It's just crazy.
That whole show last night, and listen, I had to endure the WWE's wrestle, whatever they wanted to call that show last night. I called it garbage. When I watched a pay-per-view and then I go to something that's on TNT, it's not a pay-per-view. This is regular TV, week after week after week. Every single match is a main event in any arena, in any school, in any coliseum, in any stadium. Any one of the matches could have been on a pay-per-view last night. It's quite seriously. Their angles are
except for the JJ thing or TJ or whatever.
TJ, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
yeah. That was a throw-in, yeah. Okay.
That was like, I think Tony Khan had to go to the bathroom, so he just threw them out there until he was done.
Right, because he wanted to watch the rest of the show. Yeah.
Well, if we take away that out of the card, okay, there was one glitch. We'll say the Matrix made a mistake there. Somehow that got through the portal. But anyway, you think about what you watched on the pay-per-view, because Carmela, you did watch the WA. And then and Jeannie, did you watch the WA?
I watched SmackDown. I didn't watch a pay-per-view.
Oh, Lord. Well,
I don't get it. I can't get it.
Well, listen, I'm going to tell you something. You didn't miss anything. You truly did not miss anything.
No, I saw the results on YouTube and Instagram, so it wasn't,
the only one that'll make the only one that'll tell you that the WWE is fantastic and the matches are fantastic are the people that are being paid. All the people out there that have their own little podcast, they're all being paid to do this. It's advertising. They're paying for the advertising. That's why you have WrestleMania or James Romero, whatever his name is, that idiot. These people, they'll tell you that the WE is great and the AEW sucks. I quite seriously think that these people are born in a third world country and they've really never ever seen professional wrestling. AEW is professional wrestling.
Absolutely.
And it is, without a doubt, some of the best stuff that if you're a fan of the sport of professional wrestling, you have somewhere actually to go now.
Right.
I'm relieved.
What I think, and I agree with you, but what I think is there's the WWE has WWF, WWE has been all that some of these people have ever had in so many years. And you become quote unquote connected to a cult kind of thing. That has to be WWE. It has to be WWE. And I think a lot of these people are afraid to back away because they feel disloyal. A lot of people are like that. No, I have to watch WWE. And I was like that for a while. I really was with the WWF. When the territory started blending and everything, I was like, nah, I'm going to stay with the East Coast. I did that too. But when you start giving yourself the opportunity to see other things, you're not obligated to any federation. You're not obligated to the WWE or the AEW or TNT, TNA, ABC, QRS. You're not obligated to any of those organizations. What you are obligated to is yourself and what you want to see and what you want to give a chance. All I ever asked anybody is give it a chance. If you don't like it, you don't like it, but don't like it for real reasons. Not because you say, well, I'm loyal to WWE and that's why I don't like it. That's not good enough. I'm sorry. it to me, it's not a good.
Well, it's good enough for them, but it's not good enough for us.
You're right.
You really
it's
should.
Good enough for them.
Unfortunately, you know, I think a lot of it too is that, unfortunately, the WWE, no matter who comes in past, no matter who comes up, they destroy them. They did it with the NWA, WCW, you know, the
TNA,
TNA, Impact, whatever,
Yeah.
you know, and so, and that was part of my problem too, because like with never getting into AEW, I'm like, it's not going to be, they're just going to get blown away by Vince, so why even bother? Not that I was loyal to Vince or anything like that.
Yeah, but I get it.
I just thought, I'm going to get invested, and then they're going to get blown out of the water, so why bother?
Exactly.
That was my mentality. It's been 6 years, so, you know, hopefully, you know, I don't remember how long WCW lasted, but
see, I think they have a chance because of two reasons. Number one, Tony Khan's loaded, and that nobody else really had that much money before.
Well, Ted Turner did.
Yeah, but he blew it. He blew it on so much baloney. You know, he didn't donate enough.
He never went broke. He never went broke. He just didn't run the organization right.
Right. Tony Khan is focused on wrestling with his billions, and that's great. But what I'm saying is, he also is like a little kid. He also wants to see wrestling, and I think that that's a big thing. He wants to, you know, see the wrestling. He wants to do something different, something better. And I'm telling you, honestly, I pray to God, and I don't know what the demographics are and what the circumstances are and all the ins and outs, but I really wish that one day he could see this podcast seriously, not because I want anything, not because of anything else, but to see that there are people who really appreciate real wrestling. That's all.
Well, if Tony Khan's going to see, if Tony Khan is going to be seeing this, I'll tell you, I like to tell Tony Khan this. He's a genius. He's a genius at what he's doing. He has a love for the business, and he is actually a Joel Goodhart. And what I mean by that is Joel Goodhart had a love for the sport of professional wrestling, and that's what made him reach out to the individuals that he did to put on a professional wrestling card that is, to me, the same level as what AEW has been doing. I see as a time travel. I believe that it is exactly what the TWA was. It's not what the ECW was, because ECW was garbage. It really was. And the thing that you said, it's so fitting. All these organizations that Vince supposedly touched and turned to shit, there's one mechanism that you all seem to feel, to realize. It's the Paul factor. Paul Heyman has been attached to Vince McMahon's hip for quite a long time.
He has.
And then wherever Paulie has went, he has tore the organization down from the inside, took all the workers, send them up to Vince, and those organizations folded one by one. It wasn't Vince McMahon that reached out to the wrestlers. It was a guy like Paul Lee that reached out to the wrestlers and
under Vince's command.
Oh,
Vince
of course.
Or whatever.
Yeah. So see, Vince would not be allowed to tamper with people's contracts. You understand? Because then they would be able to sue Vince because he's tampering with the talent. But if you got a guy, an idiot like Paul, that comes in the locker room, he's taking pictures of your pecker, and he's going, "Hey, would you like to make some more money? More money than you ever could dream of? Did you ever think of going up New York, huh, kid?" I know Paul. I know he's a piece of shit, and I know what kind of guy he is. I do. I dealt with him. You understand? And I know a lot about professional wrestling, a lot more than you know. I know the business a lot. I see things differently, and I hear the things that people say, and I listen and I see and I hear. This is the thing. Every organization he has ever been at has been torn down. Just like the one that he's at right now, it's being torn down. The ratings are low. They're real low. They're desperate. They don't want to fire Road Dogg, but they keep Road Dogg and they keep Paulie too. You understand? And the ratings are falling, but the Raw ratings are good. No, they're not. What they do is they give you 4 weeks, three weeks worth of terrible TV, and then they give you 1 week of good TV, and then they give you 3 weeks of bad TV, and it's monopolizing the ratings. It's
and
a monopoly.
The only ratings they go by is the one that is that 1 week. But I'm going to just say
the
one more thing.
ratings, the quarterly ratings, and it's the beginning of the month that those ratings count the most. So you could expect a Brock Lesnar or a Roman Reigns on the main week of the rating. But when those weeks don't count no more, you don't see those guys on there because they don't care about you. They don't care about anything but the bottom dollar that they pull in off of AdSense ratings. They're on YouTube for AdSense. The commercials. Did
There's
anyone ever talk about? There was over 100 pay-per-view for the WE. There was over 100 commercials, and I witnessed it. I count them. I do all this stuff.
Well, you know
I don't know why.
You know what I want to say? Not to interrupt you, Johnny, but I want to say one more thing with regard to this dedication to another wrestling organization or to anything. All right. I said this now for a couple of weeks because this is really starting to get under my skin a little bit. There's a thing called keyboard warriors, and these people know nothing about wrestling. All right. But yet they're the ones that get on their keyboard, and they're like, oh, well, yeah, Tony Khan's just working with his father's money. He doesn't know anything. If that's all you got is that Tony Khan's working with his father's money, he don't know anything, then you don't know anything about wrestling. Because if you were to watch wrestling based on not Tony Khan's money, if you were to watch wrestling based on what wrestling is, if you would go back, do the research, do the real research. Don't just be a keyboard warrior. Do the research. Go onto YouTube. Go look at some of the old matches. Go look at some of the old wrestling. That's why we do what we do here, because you go back and look what real wrestling is supposed to be.
Yeah, but they're only going to go back to the old WWF.
But they're
not going to go back to like the territories.
But they could, but they should. They're there. Go back to the WCW. Go back to the old NWA. Go back to Memphis. Go back to the Mid-South. Go back to Japan. Go back to Puerto Rico. Go back to all that. That's where it's different. Look it up. Don't just sit there in front of a keyboard and think that you're like, God Almighty, because you're not. And
listen,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Tell those keyboard warriors to write me. I dare you. I dare you.
You're not on social media.
Listen, they could give their opinions and comments right here at the end of every one of these shows.
Exactly, they could.
We should do our shows live so they could interact with us as we're doing this live. You could see their comments so we can know who the idiots are.
Johnny, you're the one reason that I'm not doing it live. Scared the shit out of me that one day because I won't
do it. Carmella, I understand your rules. Yeah. It's your show. You never have to worry about me. I know how to be professional. I know
Carmella. You do. No, I know you do. It's just like I said, that one day I was like, oh my God, how do I stop him? Because that's all we are. We're wrestling. We're not religion. We're not politics. We're not sex. We're not anything like that. We're just wrestling. And that's where I want to keep it. I would love to do a live show. Maybe we can do one of these recaps live. I would love to do a live show because I think that it's important sometimes for people to be able to make a comment and to be able to say, yeah, well, I agree or I don't agree. A lot of people would rather comment while it's going on rather than send an email later. I get that. I do. Mm-hmm. But, I'm thinking about it, Johnny. I've said this now. Jeannie, I've said this off and on that I would like to try a live broadcast and just see where it goes, because I think that that's important to do. And Johnny, since you've given me your word, I will look into it more, I just don't want anything. Like I said, you can say pretty much whatever you want. I just don't want sex, politics, and religion. That's
You
it.
don't have to worry about that,
Okay.
Carmela. We're talking wrestling.
That's it. Wrestling.
If the topic, though, if the topic of that wrestling match happens to be something that pertains to that direction, we do have to speak about that.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we do.
Okay, like
yeah, we
do.
do.
Spanking a girl in the ring, is that allowed? I don't think so.
No, it's not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And you can say, and like I said, you can say whatever you want about that or whatever, as long as it stays in the realm of wrestling. That's all.
Absolutely. We should
and
do
that's
these
the
live.
thing.
Jeannie, we love to be live, right, Jeannie?
I know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to talk to Bay this week, and I'm going to see about. He's got to show me how to do it live. That's another thing. I don't know how to do it. So I just need to know how to do it live. And I'm also going to say one more thing. I'm going to make an announcement because people have come to me and said things to me. I apologize 100%. Again, I'm learning how to do all this. I don't know some things. There are some episodes that have been deleted from YouTube because I deleted them here because I thought YouTube saved them, but YouTube does not. I didn't know that. They're gone. So we're going to take the people that we had on those shows and bring them back, and we're going to redo them. So just bear with me. Like I said, we're learning. We're just learning. I love doing this, but I want to learn a little bit more as we go along. So with that, I appreciate everything that you guys do. I love you desperately, and we will be back here next Sunday. So watch everything you can because it's going to be good.
And this week, on
Wednesday. Tuesday, Wednesday.
No,
Thursday,
this week,
Friday.
the 10th, we have, I'm sorry, the 16th, Thursday, the 16th, we have Patricia Summerlin from Glow.
Glow. She's going to be here.
Former Glow wrestler we're going to be interviewing. So
that'll be good. Fun. Yeah. And
we just did Susan Green.
And Susan Green is going to try to get us some WOW women, some WOW wrestlers. Because
I like that interview.
Oh, she's so good.
Isn't she amazing?
I like
that
interview. Live girls.
I
watch
love
everything you do, and
thank you.
I thought that was a very
now talk about wrestling.
It was enlightening to hear what she had to say. That's for sure.
I would
listen to her again.
She's not afraid of anything, and she does not care. And she is shooting right from the hip. And I got to have a lot of respect for that woman. I love her dearly. Yes, she will be back.
And she's 72 years old and still training wrestlers, male wrestlers.
Yeah.
Did she ever punch Moolah in the face?
Yes, she
did.
Good.
I'm glad she did.
That was a whole shoot match. I'm going to have her back on because hers was one of the ones that got deleted. I'm going to have her back on. We're going to start from the beginning again. And we're
tell
going
her
to
Johnny Hotbody's a fan.
I will. Absolutely, I will. Maybe I'll have you on when she comes back on. How's that?
Well, that'd be great. I don't know if she'd like me, though.
Well, as long as you don't say anything about her, she has, she has no reason.
I thought listen, I remember seeing her in the ring. I have nothing bad to say about her.
I fell in love with her the first moment I saw her wrestle. She was amazing. And this was a million years ago, but she was so good. She impacted me. And that's something, when certain things impact me, as you can tell, I go with it. And then I don't stop sometimes, But we're going to get back to doing this. We're going to do a live show. Definitely. I got to talk to Bay. Actually, what I might do is try to set it up where we're going to go live. Maybe have Bay on it with us. But with his work and my work, it's just a lot. Jeannie's work. It's just a lot trying to get our schedules together. So that's what we're going to try and do, though. But in any event, everybody have a great day and a great rest of your weekend. And we will see everybody next Thursday. Okay, well, this Thursday with Patricia Summerlin, and then we will be back on Sunday. Okay, so everybody have a great weekend. Love you. Be in touch. Okay, bye, Johnny.
Bye, girls. Thank you very, very much for allowing me to be on your platform and recapping.
And thank you for doing it.
Thank you for being who you are.
Yes.
Well,
don't ever change, Johnny. Don't ever change.
Don't let Erica hear that. She thinks I need to change. I don't know if she's talking about my underwear or my shirts. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe some things. Maybe you need to change those press passes. Okay. Love you guys.
Love you, girls. Bye-bye.
Bye.